Welcome to day 2 of the 30-day self-care challenge. Today we're going to be doing some gentle and accessible movements for everyone. This isn't about exercise performance, it's about reconnecting with your body and finding out what feels good for you. So things that feel good for me might not feel good for you, and I want you to listen to your body as much as you can today. These are gentle movements that you're going to be able to recreate at any time. So you can repeat these as much as you want during your week, and you can come back to this video whenever you need as well. You will need a bit of space around you, enough just to gently move your arms around, to swing your legs, those types of things. If you do want a yoga mat underneath just to soften where you're stood, then you can do so. I've not got one myself. Wear something comfortable as well. There's nothing worse than doing some movements and you're not comfortable. So make sure you're wearing something suitable, like a t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and just some socks. To begin, we want to stand about hip width apart. Let your arms just hang by your side and take a breath. Come back to yesterday while we were doing the breathing exercises. Just focus on your breath to begin with, so you can get yourself settled into the movements later on. Gentle movement is about tuning in, not pushing through. We're moving slowly with awareness. So if something doesn't feel good, stop doing it, make an alteration, but don't push through that movement. You don't need to hurt yourself today. The goal today is to feel more connected with your body. So just be aware of the movements you're doing, focus on the muscle groups that we're going to be moving with, and then connect with your body. First, we're going to start with some gentle neck rolls. So what I want you to do is put your chin towards your stomach and then slowly rotate roundwards. Chin should be pointing at the ceiling now, to the left, and then back down to your stomach. We're going to do that a few times. And just relieve some of that tension in your neck as well whilst we're doing this. As we're going through this rotation, we're going to clockwise rotation this time. Just be aware of what you're feeling. And then bring your chin back down to the center towards your stomach. And then we're going to go in the anti-clockwise direction. Again, just tune into what you're feeling as you go through these neck rotations. Don't go too fast. Just slowly move your neck round. So just keep that speed constant, not too fast. Tune into what your neck's feeling. Now, one last rotation. And then bring your head back up. For the second movement, we're going to do some simple shoulder rolls. So what you're going to do, stand in your initial position, arms by your side, and then we're going to slowly rotate our shoulders. So you can start by lifting them up and then backwards, and then just rotate them around in circles. At the back, you should feel your shoulder blades draw together and your chest open as you roll them back as well. You're in the opposite direction now. There we go. From that one, we're going to move into some shoulder rotations. So we're just going to swing the arms around. Not too fast. You can do this either one at a time or both together. Just slowly rotate the shoulders round, not too fast, and just notice how your shoulder feels as you're doing this. And then we're going to switch direction. And again, not too fast. With the shoulder rotations, if it is starting to become painful in your shoulders, then you can do smaller circles, and that should relieve some of the pain. If it isn't feeling too painful, then you can go back to the larger circles. And then just bring your arms back down, shake the shoulders out a bit. So, for the next movement, we're going to do some spinal twists. So again, back to a neutral position, and then we're just going to twist from the side to side. And you can just leave your arms to do what they need to do during the swinging motion. So we're going to twist to the right, to the left, to center, to the right, to center, to the left, to center. We're going to keep going through this 3-step phase. As you get more confident, you can skip the center phase and just move from left to right. So now we're going to come back to the center. I like to shake it out again, and then we're going to concentrate on our spine and see how that feels. Maybe you've been sat in an office chair all day and this has just helped you loosen up, especially with the shoulders that we just did before this. It's going to help reset your spine and your shoulders to a more natural position. Next up is the forward fold. So it's a simple movement. We're just going to hinge at the hips, straight down towards our toes. Again, shoulder width apart. And then as we go down, we're just going to relax our neck, relax our arms, and just let everything hang. So, hinge at the hips, slowly fold downwards. If you can touch your toes, then go for it. If you can only reach this level, that's not a problem. Just get as far until you feel the stretch is too much. So you should feel this in your legs and then your lower back. I'm going to slowly come back up. And just breathe slowly. And then we're going to go again. Just let your head hang heavy, your arms dangle down. And again, if you can touch your toes, then go for it. If not, just get to the point in the stretch where it feels too much. And then breathe. You'll notice when you're in this position, as you breathe out, you might be able to stretch a bit further into the hanging position. Just go as low as you can, and then come back up. And breathe again. Notice the muscles that we've stretched there. So the legs, you should feel the slight stretch down in your hamstrings, your calves, and then your back as well. You might feel some stretching. If you want to, you can stretch out your arms above, and then we're going to come back down. Just hinging at the hips again, and then back up. And then you can bring your arms up, whatever feels natural to you. Just keep in the flow. Do what's best for your body. Then hinge down one last time. Touch your toes if you can. Make sure you breathe in this position. And then when you come back up, bring the arms up one last time. And then again, we're going to bring them back down to the center. And just let them hang by the side for a moment whilst we take a breath. For the last movement, we're just going to do some gentle side stretches. You can do this a couple of ways. You can bring your arms over as you lean down, or you can just keep them by your side and lean that way. I prefer to bring my arms over as it gives me a bit more of a stretch. You don't need to move too far, you'll start feeling it as you go. Once you feel the stretch is getting too much, just stop and come back up to the center and then go down the opposite side. Go for a couple, that way you can see what I mean. So at this point, I'm feeling the stretching in this side, and then when I'm back to center, it's nice and reset. So we're going to go through a few stretches. Again, don't stretch too far, you don't want to overdo it. These are just gentle movements. Throughout this, just remember to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. For those doing it the other way. So don't force the stretch. Like I said, you'll feel it when you're getting there. You'll feel a slight stretch on this side and then a stretch on this side as well. And when you get to that stretch, you can just slow it down. For me, I can reach just about to the knee. For other people, it could be halfway up the top of your leg. It could be wherever you need to get to. As soon as you start feeling that stretch, just take it nice and gently. And breathe when you get to the bottom. As you're coming back up, you can exhale. That's it, day 2 completed. We've done some gentle movements to reconnect with our body today. And these are gentle movements we can come back to at any time. These aren't the only movements you can do, they're just a few that I've selected today. But all you need to do is 5-10 minutes a day, and this is enough for you to reconnect with your body and make sure you know where you need to work on. One thing I want to remind you from today, movement doesn't have to be intense to be powerful. You can see what we've done today. These are just gentle movements, and you can already see the impact it had on your body. It's impacted our nervous system, that's calmed us down slightly. Tomorrow, we're exploring creative expression, but for now, be super proud of yourself and what you've achieved today. You're building a wellness practice that you can use anytime. But let's take it one day at a time, and I'll see you tomorrow.